connect. All right, there we go.
All right, ladies, lock and load.
Yo, when I open my eyes, I'm in my living room. How did I get here? The ticking of the clock is awfully loud. You right, that clock do be ticking. Looks like I've been sleeping on the floor, and when I raise my arms, I notice the bandages wrapped tightly around both of them. Right. I'm
Ryder
getting,
did her Ryder thing. But
yes,
yeah, also, he got fucked up. Like,
yes.
she
Uh,
beat the stuffing out of him.
beat the snuffing out of him, tried to fillet him like a fish, yeeted out of a window, which also sliced him up some more. Um, yeah,
She also tried to stab him. Something metal stopped her, even though it was his flesh.
that too. We don't have the time to unpack that just yet, because I've
I'm
got
not
zero
even sure.
commentary on it.
I'm not even sure we unpack it this route.
Well, I guess
I
we'll wait.
I don't see that's the thing. I don't know. I forget.
Yeah, that's the fun. Surprises all around. Oh gosh. Good job, kiddo. You lived. Well done.
外暗いな。
Yeah, it is.
hmm I say glancing at my window where there's still a little bit of sunlight.
Oh,
Or
it is
just
black.
light in general. Not necessarily sunlight, but you know.
It is, in fact, under the bed out there.
Yeah. Good thing they don't have to worry about the boogeyman. And before he
Also,
tell me that there's actually a servant that is in fact the boogeyman.
look, the closest thing I can
Assassin.
think of, uh, the closest thing I can think of is Angra Manu, and we don't have time to unpack that little shit right now.
Understandable.
You know, the self-proclaimed weakest servant,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mister Hurry up and roll a better one so I can get some rest himself. Mister, come on, I didn't kill that guy. Go ahead, pet me on the head. I'm a good dog, aren't I? Sorry, we'll get to him eventually. Just not now. We're way early.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. I sit up. According to the clock, it's 10 at night.
外暗いなじゃないわよこの恩知らず。目が覚めたらまず言うべきことがあるんじゃない？
What else is he supposed to say? E-time, my arms. Like, come on now.
Even if it does hurt him, he'd never say it.
Exactly.
父さんが、なんだ、いたのか。
Of
That's
course she
hardly better.
does. Hmm?
It's hardly better a thing to say, you know.
Yeah, I agree. It's arguably. Actually, I take that lie back. It's not arguably. It just is worse.
いたのかじゃないわよ。
See, told you.
あんたの真横でずっと看病してやってたのに、ずいぶんな態度じゃない。
Aw, thank you.
Yeah. What a homie.
She does literally live in here now.
You right. You right. I didn't know that. That's ungrateful of me. Though, how you're supposed to just open your eyes and be like, yes, someone has been taking care of me. Turns to the side. Tosaka. Arigato gozaimasu. Like, how's he supposed to do that?
すまない。どうも頭が固まってる。 うまく物事を考えられないんだが、とにかくありがとう、登坂。
See,
またお前の
he,
世話になっちまった。
he's a sweet boy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
まあ
Oh,
別
she
に
wasn't
大し
ready
た
for
こ
him
と
to
じゃないからい
actually
いけど
apologize.
She
シ
was
ロのあれ
not.
だけの怪我だったんだから意識が朦朧としてるのも当然だしさ。で痛いところはないの？とりあえず外傷は塞がってるけど中身まではわからないから、異常があるんなら手当てしないとまずいでしょ。
いや、だるいだけで痛むところはない。ただ、なんだか。
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm floating. And before he quite literally is floating.
Please don't tell me he fell asleep on top of Saber. Master, I am not your mattress.
I don't think that any of them would have left him there like that. If anything, Ren would have seen him fall on Saber and then whack him in the head to get him to roll off.
You right.
And then realize, oh, right, the man's a bloody mess. I probably shouldn't have done that. But, anyways, what's one more concussion?
Saber gave him like 30 in one day anyway.
Yeah, exactly. He's used to it. It's fine. I don't know how I ended up here. I don't know what I did today.
登坂、学校は？俺はあの後どうなったんだ？
大丈夫、みんなのことは安心なさい。学校にはキレイがフォローに行ったから。
Alright, he actually has to do his job. I forgot.
Yeah, that is his job. I agree.
廊下の補修とか事後処理はあいつがするから考えなくていいわ。あれでも新職なんだし、これぐらいさせなきゃ罰が当たるでしょ。
The
Oh,
clouds
preach 'em,
part.
man.
Yeah, the clouds part. God looks down. Kirei, you did not repair the hallway at the school. Shame on you. And then strikes him with lightning.
It's the Frieza thing. No, it's the Wile E. Coyote thing. Just walks off over to school. Alright, God.
Oh my gosh.
あいつが？それじゃあ学校の方は？
大事にはなってないわ。病院に運び込まれた
Mhm.
生徒は多いけ
Servant
ど、
Yeah.
命に別状はないみたい。みんな栄養失調ってことで 2,3 日病院で休む程度だって。
That's a lot of students.
And all things considered, that's not bad.
I agree.
Like, they were getting sucked dry. I think 2 or 3 days in the hospital. That's good. That's good.
I agree. Also, Papa.
Ah,
Mm.
A+ Noble Phantasm. We confirmed.
Yeah.
And also, we now confirm it's Shinji. Well, no, we knew it was Shinji's. He showed up like she, of course.
Yes.
Maybe check NP, I guess?
Blood
No,
Fort Andromeda.
Ooh,
Other Seal Blood Temple.
that's the other galaxy.
Yeah. Oh, a bounded field of blood. It dissolves humans that get trapped inside. The dissolved humans become red blood, as opposed to blue blood, or any other color blood for that matter, absorbed by the bounded field's user. Its original use is to absorb magical energy. Okay.
Did she get any skill updates?
No.
Oh, it's just those two. Okay.
Yeah, it's just these two.
Magic resistance B for a non night class servant. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I ever noticed that the magic resistance actually gives measurement, if you will, of what it can negate. So, like in this case, it's nullifies magecraft activated by incantations shorter than 3 measures.
Yeah, smaller scale shit.
Yeah.
Your cantrips, if you would.
Yeah.
Oh, you are Red Bowman. You are still messing with us. But yeah.
Let's see. Of 1 step, single action. Comparable to that of a magic protection amulet.
If I remember correctly, his swords together are the ones that provide a stronger magic resistance as long as he blocks with them. But I also don't remember that being found. C.
Okay. Yeah, C.
2 measures.
2 measures, yeah, that makes sense.
A.
Modern mages do nothing. Full stop.
Yeah, that seems like the kind of thing that requires, a servant's magic.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Whereas I feel like if you check assassin.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do know this guy.
Yeah, he just doesn't have it. God, it still messes with me that he doesn't have a noble phantasm. He just has a skill.
Yeah. Crazy. Alright, what you got? Madness, continuation. Alright, vulnerable to magic. Got it. Quote unquote vulnerable to magic.
Yeah, he kind of got those stocks going on.
Yeah.
And Caster, we just don't know right now.
Yep, we haven't met that person. Wow, actually, now I think about it, that's literally the only one that's missing.
We know where she is, theoretically. It's just that Assassin was a good gate guard.
Yeah.
What a nice little tag team they have going on.
Mm-hmm. All right.
そうか。それは。
That's a relief. Solving the bounded field took longer than expected, but I wasn't too late. The instant I relax, every last bit of strength floods out of me. That's adrenaline for you.
Oh yeah.
I breathe
Second
out
your
deep.
body-
Uh-huh.
Second your body decides that you're no longer in an emergency, it starts actually using that stuff that you thought you needed.
Exactly. I breathe out deeply, and I lean back against the
じゃあ
wall.
俺の体の方も琴峰が直してくれたのか。
Of course not. He's an impartial referee.
いくら遠坂でもあれだけの傷は治せないだろう。
Fun fact, she most certainly can. She made you a new
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah, but I feel like that was a one-time thing.
Touche, you're right. She definitely would not be able to do it again because she used her priceless heirloom from her father. But she's got other gems. whether she would literally run through her entire stock and just to heal him, that's another story. But yeah, she could do it.
何言ってるのよ。それはあんたが勝手に直したの。
Oh,
As expected. That magic leech working good. As in the magic that he's leeching from Saber, that is.
he is a leech, though. Not gonna lie. He needs king's blood.
And all I can imagine is, Saber, would you love me if I turned into a leech?
How did that one go in Cinderella 3 when the prince jumps out the window? Son, we'll have you leeched. We can fix you. Oh, I need to rewatch Cinderella 3. That the prince was a fucking highlight. He had an actual personality.
Yeah, yeah. Besides just being a pretty face that you see in like 4 scenes and that's a wrap.
Literally Prince Charming.
Yeah.
バーサーカーの時と一緒。とりあえず傷を塞ぐだけなら蝶がつくほどの回復力だけど、あなたの方には覚えはないのよね。
That's true. That is what he did after the incident.
あるわけないだろう。俺だってわけがわからないんだ。セイバーと契約するまでは普通の体だったよ。
もしかして自分が知らないだけで祖先がトカゲだったとかない？
Come on, don't do that to him.
I know I'm an orphan, but you can't do this to me.
Lizard men don't have emotions, and I very clearly have emotions. I think it's still so funny that the reason why the menus look like a D&D character sheet is because Shiro's just that much of a nerd. That's how he easily visualizes this stuff.
I like it. It
You gotta
truly
sit
is.
down, let him play a game of Sword World, get him in a campaign, make him watch Record of Lodoss War.
I've heard good things about that anime.
I found out it initially started as just it's literally a record of, it's a play-by-play of a campaign. Like, I'm shitting you not. Like, it was in a magazine, just a bunch of friends recounting their gameplay session.
I love it.
So I'm not sure how much changed for the anime, but I need to get in there now. Especially now that I'm going to be working in RPG Maker again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Eric's been having a blast working on his game, in fact.
Which version is he using?
That's a real good question. I cannot recall.
Because I know I'm going to be using 2003 so long.
Yeah, you'll
where
just
were
have to
you?
ask him.
Yeah, no, and besides, 2003 is like... I know whatever he's using, he actually has access to coding, so it's clearly not mine.
Yeah, because he got like whenever like all of them were on sale, he just got the whole pack. So he's got multiple versions. I don't know which one he's currently using.
I see. Well, we're in an RPG right now. We should probably advance him.
Yeah, you right.
Move forward, my pawn. I don't know what class would he even
真
be.
剣な顔でそういう怖い冗談は言わないでくれ。俺だって気持ち悪いんだぞ。自分の体が自分の知らないものになってるようなものなんだから。
You make it sound like your body healing, like taking forever to heal, like any wound was something that you had a conscientious like say in.
いいんじゃない？何はどうあれ、それで何度も命を長らえてるんだから。
That's true.
Way to make him sound critical when you're literally saying it saved his life.
Right.
Your condition, she says. As if he's a fucking leper.
Yes, leprosy. The exact opposite of healing any injury overnight or just a matter of hours. Yeah, really just a matter of hours. Because even the thing with Berserker, that was just like 3 a.m. to like 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. and he was good.
Yeah, and he was in half. There were 2 halves of him.
Basically.
He got Wolverined.
もう2回も助けられたことだし、トカゲになるぐらいは妥協できる交換条件だと思うけど。
Ren, please.
父さんが重病人をいじめて楽しいのか？
I mean, you're not critically injured anymore.
This just feels like an Orpheus gag. I can't even lie.
You're right.
I remember when healing wouldn't work on me, so we had to keep casting mending on me.
Those were the days. Oh gosh.
さっきまで重病人だった人でしょ？
Exactly.
ま、ともかくセーバーに感謝しなさいよね。理屈はわからないけど、シローの体がそうなったのは
True.
セーバーのおかげなんだし。
She was also right there with us, too.
Through and through, the reason why we are living right now. My brain finally starts working. There's something I need to do. I needed her. I called her. So she came, and she saved me. I need to tell her something right away. I stand up too quickly. Pain shoots through my body as I move, but I can't let that stop me.
セイバーは？
道場にいるわ。私は部屋に荷物取りに行ってくるわね。
Osaka heads over to the outbuilding. My joints creak with pain.
Yeah, buddy, you kind of got stabbed a lot.
Yeah. I grip my teeth and try to endure it as I head towards the dojo.
Animal is this?
I reach the dojo. Saber is sitting in Seiza style, as if she's meditating.
シロ、
Oh, it's the fat one.
目が覚めたのですか？
Wait. No, Saber, I didn't mean it. Wait.
What did you say?
I finally put my foot down on the bag to see which cat it was, and I look inside and I start petting around, and I recognize the head structure of Baby, the fat one.
Oh.
No, Saber, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Oh, that's funny.
I recognize these neck folds anywhere. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah?
Looked like a seal.
Yeah? Saber notices me coming in, hurries to her feet, then rushes over to
すまな
me.
い。今気がついたんだ。それでセイバー。
Oh.
すまないではありません。あなたには言いたいことが山ほどある。私を置いて敵の誘いに乗ったこと、一人で戦おうとしたこと、自身の体を気遣おうともしなかったこと。
Yeah, there's that lashing we knew was coming.
分かっているのですか？そのどれもが死に直結する愚行です。
いや、実際あなたは死にかけていた。
Oh,
こ
oh,
うして
that's
私
what
を追い
this
詰めて
is.
何が楽しいのです。
Yeah.
You let the
いや
human show.
その
何ですか？生半可な弁明では引き下がりません。今日という今日は
Cecile.
とこと
Right.
んあなたの考えを聞かせていただきますから。
Saber comes at me with all the rage and force of a hurricane. She's so intense. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I'm kind of enjoying Saber being so emotional.
Yeah, she's showing you what she's like.
I can feel something awakening within me. No,
分かってる
stop.
ちゃんと話す
Aww.
だから話をしようセイバー体の方はこの通り大丈夫だからさ
シロ、持ち直したのですか？
It's so great how all it takes to disarm her is to be genuinely nice to her.
Right? It kind of makes you wonder about like the dynamics between her and all the previous masters that she served. You know?
Well, we will have words about one of them at least.
Okay. Okay.
In fact, she will have words about him, but
とりあえず
Not
生
right
き延びて
I assumed as much. Yeah. For now. Come on now.
そうですか。
aw.
それはよかった。
Where'd that angry look from just a few seconds go? Saber heaves a relieved sigh and smiles softly as if celebrating my recovery.
Aw.
It helps me understand that even Saber, stoic as she always is acting like this because of how much I worried her. I wasn't relying on Saber, but she still accepted me as someone to fight alongside. How stupid of me. Yes. Yes.
Glad you're getting with the program.
Mm-hmm. I hadn't realized the extent to which she trusted me. And I couldn't extend the most basic trust of just letting her fight. It's almost like it's what she specialized in.
Almost like she is your sword.
Yeah.
セイバー
I speak up more confidently now. I straighten my back, puff out my chest, put a little bass in my voice.
Okay, Foghorn, take it easy. Take it a notch down. Now, boy, I said, boy. Now, that chicken would have a field day with this, I think.
Lord have mercy. I hope that he can live without eating, sleeping, or just needing to do anything besides talk, because he would never stop.
That's his whole thing, even. He doesn't stop till you hit him.
Oh, gosh. I'm finally able to look her in the eye, and it feels natural.
はい。何ですか、シロ。
すまない俺がバカだった
Correct.
Wow.
I bowed my head.
シロ、やめてください。先ほどのは言葉のあやです。怒っていたのは確かですが、あなたに謝ってもらう必要は。
No, no,
Who
no.
hurt you, woman?
Right.
あるパートナーとしてセイバーに謝るのは当然だ心配させてすまなかった セイバーといる限り俺は二度と一人では戦わない。
シロ、それは
Finally giving up fighting? No, I'm just...
No, no, no. He would never. He's just saying.
Oh, I know.
セイバー、お前の力を貸してくれ。
Aha.
俺一人じゃ
Acceptance.
他のマスターには勝てない。俺にはお前の助けが必要だ。
それでは今までの行動が間違いだったと認めるのですね。シロはマスターとして後方支援に徹し、戦う
Do
のは
these
私の役割
robes
だと。
look white to you? I don't even wear robes. I ain't your white mage.
Dang. I mean, he could compromise, be a red mage.
He could. He's not gonna. He could.
I know. Yeah.
It is fighter or nothing with this man.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Archer told him straight up, "You're not a fighter."
Mm-hmm. Well, I still don't want to see Saber hurt. That's why I forbid her from fighting. And that's where I was wrong. Correct. Ever since I decided to fight with her, I should have just put everything I had into helping her.
いや、俺は自分が間違っていたとは思わない。セイバーが俺を守るなら、俺もセイバーを守る。セイバーだけを戦わせるなんてことはできない。
Saber doesn't answer. The mood in the dojo turns frosty. I just can't let this go. I lift my head, thinking I'll just have to beg until she accepts my determination. But then,
その堅くなさは実にあなたらしい。
Now you're getting it.
yeah. By golly, I think that they understand each other just a little bit.
They're truly understanding. We are both too stubborn to change.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
perfect for each other. Now kiff.
そのセイバー？
全く。今さら答えるまでもないでしょう。私はあなたの剣です。私以外の誰があなたの力になるのですか、シロ。
Saber extends her left hand. I can't think of anything sensible to say. Because if you did, you would probably fumble it, so probably for the
Yeah.
best.
He's the professional fumbler.
Mm-hmm.
He's John Pav.
Lord.
He
So I
fumbled
should...
so bad he fumbled his R&V.
Yeah. So, I shake her hand. Our handshake forms something almost tangible. You mean two hands touching and shaking?
She is wearing a gauntlet.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, she's yet to remove that metal gauntlet. She just got very, very close, so we can't see it.
You right. You right.
Aw.
It's been a few days since we first met, but feels like we finally formed a real contract.
何握手なんてしてるの二人とも。
Go away.
We're having a moment. Oh my gosh, Ren.
You
just
just
her,
keep forgetting she lives here.
just her in the background. Hey. Oh, she show up now of all times. Uh-huh. Are y'all ready to jump back like 30 feet each?
More like maybe 1545.
You right, you right. She does in fact have greater jumping ability.
I mean, I'm pushing a lot, giving him 15 feet,
Yeah, yeah.
3 whole squares.
Mm-hmm. Saber, Saber and I quickly let go of each other's hands.
なんか怪しいわね。まさか私に内緒で作戦会議をしてたとか？
Not for another 40 hours.
Lord. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? This makes sense. This will be the scheme on how they're going to beat her. This tracks.
Because no one's even dropped out of the war yet either. It's not like they have to do it now.
Exactly, because that's the whole thing. They're working together until Berserker gets beat, and then after that, they're on their own. Unless they decide to extend it for some reason.
Archer is nearly done.
Yes.
If he's mouthing off, he's clearly recovered.
You right.
At least a little bit. Rest. There we go.
いえ、そういうわけではないのです。そのマスターの体が健康かどうか脈を測っていただけですので。
Yes, checking his pulse in them gauntlets. Oh, why are you panicking, girl?
What is that? Are those gauntlets or are those just shields on your wrists? Okay, Captain America?
Yes. The answer is yes. All of the above. I'm dumbfounded. Saber just told a bald-faced lie. But why would Saber panic about this too?
へえ、変わった脈の取り方をするのね。
Tosaka regards Saber curiously. Lord. In response, Saber starts acting even more suspiciously. Probably because she's not used to lying. Oh Lord, this girl. I need to help her, or this will get even more awkward.
何の用だよ、父さん。部屋まで荷物を取りに行くとか言ってなかったか、さっき。
Yeah, she got the thing. What else is she supposed to do? Just stay there?
それそれ。はい、セーバー、これ。
ありがとう。リンには迷惑をかける。
Oh. The Saga hands Saber a bag. Saber looks surprisingly happy as she takes the bag.
それが最後だから気をつけなさいよね。いくら強制召喚だからって力ずくで武装したら服なんて決して。
Ah, we got an answer.
Magical girl transformation. It's not of the friendly, your clothes just disappear and then reappear whenever you doff your armor.
申し訳ありません。突然のことだったので、そこまで考えが回らなかったのです。それでも、リンが同じ服を持っていてくれて助かりました。
まあね、単純なデザインだし、制服みたいなものだし。綺麗なやつ、地味な服ばっかり私に押し付けるんだもの。ま、私には似合わない服だからいいけどさ。なんだってその服にこだわるのよ、セイバー。
Why indeed?
ええ、 白が似合うと言いましたから。
Wow, she actually went out and said it. I'm not following all of this, but it seems that Saber's third set of clothes. Now, I don't have any women's clothing around the house, so Saber's been borrowing clothes from Tosaka. This makes sense. But
Picturing Rin and Saber's outfit now is kind of funny.
right? But yeah, I'd really appreciate if they had their girl talk when I'm not around.
You were doing so well.
It's not even real girl talk. This is just, hey, I needed clothes. You brought me clothes. Thanks.
And also, you're the reason she needed the clothes.
Like, bruh. I am a guy.
You're a big baby.
Mm-hmm. It had been such a nice conversation until now, too. But I don't really know what to do with myself when they get to talking about stuff like this. So not much happened afterwards, and both Tosaka and Saber forced me to go sleep in my room. Not the shed. May have regained consciousness, but I'm still severely injured. Ryder sliced my arms up so bad that under normal circumstances, I'd have had to worry about whether I'd ever be able to use them again. Plus, I fell 3 stories, so I'm all broken and bruised. Yeah, sure did. All 3
Then
stories.
you ran back up the stairs like a madman.
Like a madman.
That's how you know he was locked in, too.
Mm-hmm. He said, we're finishing this right now. There's plenty I should be thinking about, but the two have agreed that the best thing for me to do right now is sleep, so I can heal. But I let Shinji get away, and I'll need to settle things with him as quickly as possible. He didn't hesitate to activate the bounded field. Even I know how dangerous it'd be to let a master like that roam free. Things go blank, like a dizzy spell sweeping over me. The only thing that feels normal is my head. As soon as I lay down, my half-healed body just forces me off to sleep. I don't have time to rest like this. Even if my body isn't fully healed, I need to find Shinji. You know where he lives. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Why would he go back to his house, Richie?
Because he's an idiot. He would do it. Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, yeah, maybe if we didn't break his arm yesterday, he'd think it would be a good idea.
Oh gosh. Yes. Aha, it's the 9th. 10. Skyscraper. Rooftop run.
I guess I was right.
I'm having a bad dream. My body, injured as it is, demands long, deep sleep. But my mind is stuck replaying all that happened today and won't let me rest peacefully. My body's still not fully healed, it's burning. My mind is plagued with guilt. I think I'm crying out in my sleep. As I sleep, my dream drags on. How many victims were there? Osaka said there were no deaths, but that might just be the official story. No way does someone come out unscathed after having their life force ripped from them. Well, yeah, she said that they were weak and have to be in the hospital for a while, and it was a-okay. And we already know that some people with a bit more vitality were able to shake it off for a while. Like a certain tiger. Yeah, that's true. Fair enough. They could suffer any number of long-term physical problems in years to come, or even brain damage from lack of oxygen. Some students even had severe skin damage.
They were melting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That whack comparison still hurts me a little.
See, I had successfully repressed that memory.
The wax part? Yeah, I've been through this game a couple times, Richie. It's not as easy as repressing anymore.
Just put it back. Oh
Can I
my
help you,
gosh.
little rabbit?
Oh my gosh. Uh, Not so obscure, but obscure reference. Just turn it off.
I... Keep clicking.
That was one of the things I did while in New York. I went to see the Book of Mormon on Broadway.
Of course. It's a very, very good one.
Oh my lord, I was not ready. I thought I was, but I was not. Oh, goodness. Even if they heal, they'll likely have scars for the rest of their lives.
I certainly do.
My body hurts. I nearly died today. No, I did die today. A convulsion rocks my whole body. Bad luck for everyone who got sucked into this today. You did well, Shiro. Stop the catastrophe, and you did it by taking a wound that would normally kill you. There's nothing to feel guilty about. The pain tries to tell me to just go to sleep. No. I can't make excuses for myself. It doesn't matter. There was a disaster. I just happened to be there. But I couldn't do anything. They're saying I saved lives. But I didn't save anyone. Not one person. If only this had just been a mistake. If only it hadn't happened. Then my mind would be at peace and I could sleep.
I'm pissed off.
It's absurd. My heart complaining like this when my body's already so weak. There won't be a miracle like that. Just wishing for a do-over because things didn't go well or were so terrible they should never have happened is pathetic. You can't take back what's already done. It's not possible and shouldn't be attempted anyway. So I can't just pretend all that didn't happen. There's only one thing I can do. Make sure I do everything I possibly can to prevent anything like that from ever happening again.
Oh, there, buddy. You're talking like a lich. Hold on.
That's enough sleep. Time to get to work. No. I can worry about my body later. If I can move, I should wake up and hit the ground running. If my goal is to make sure no one is hurt, I need to push myself to the verge of death.
Archer, we need another pep talk. Save this kid, please.
Mm-hmm. I open my eyes. I take one deep breath, filling my lungs with air. Ah, no pain this time. The frigid winter air dispels my drowsiness almost instantly.
Oh shoot, that's right. No air conditioner, just on the floor. Okay. Paper walls, heat. Oh yeah, that'll wake you up.
Lord have mercy. I realize it's just past 6 in the morning. Habits really are extraordinary things. I agree. My body must have at least partially recovered since I'm waking up at my usual time. I stand up and fold up my futon blanket. The instant I undertake such a mundane task. Oof. Intense pain spikes through my left shoulder.
Right, that's the one that had the box fall on it for archery. That's right. That's right. I remember.
Mm-hmm. It's only pain, though. It's far better than what I felt when Berserker tore out my stomach the other day. Yeah?
If it's only pain.
If it's only pain. When that happened, my insides felt like they were slush, and the nausea was far more intense than the pain.
Ooh.
I head out to
snow.
I know. I head out to the hallway. The sunlight is muted by the gloom outside. It's cloudy. Looks like it's going to rain.
シロ、目が覚めたのですか？
ああ、今目が覚めた。そういうセイバーこそ今朝は早いんだ。
Don't tell her that.
いつもならまだ眠ってる時間じゃないか。
Yeah, Saber's not typically up so long before breakfast. Because, you know, gotta maximize the sleep.
シロ、私とて好きで眠っているわけではありません。私が朝食まで眠っているのは単に魔力を温存するためだと言ったはずです。
Indeed.
その、いかにも普段から寝過ごしているという物言いはやめてほしい。
Pardon me, little lady.
She quite literally clapped back with the "keep the slander out of your mouth."
なんでさ、別にそんなつもりで言ってないぞ、俺。単に
Oh, our little
こんな
autistic
早
hero.
起きしていいのかって思っただけだ。
ほう、そうですか。私が早起きするのはおかしいと。
Hero. Saber.
Wrong guess.
Sorry, force a habit.
Ain't that the truth?
Be like Marge.
Saber sounds crabby. Maybe it's just my imagination. Saber doesn't seem quite as reserved as usual.
いや、おかしいとかじゃなくていいのかなって。セイバーが頻繁に眠らなくちゃいけないのは俺のせいだ。だから今朝もできる限り眠っていないといけないんじゃないのか。
Since, you know, I just leached so much magical energy from you so I could heal so many wounds. So many.
当然です。ですが、それはあくまで待機状態に過ぎません。私が眠っていたのは緊急時に備えてのもの。今の状態で眠るのは道理にかなわないではないですか。
Fair enough. Fair enough. But just like we know where Shinji lives, he knows where we live. Though he would be twice over a fool to come towards us, but you know, we've established that he's an idiot.
道理にかなわないってなんで？別に今は誰とも戦ってないし、襲われてもいないぞ。
いえ、ですからそれは。
Oh gosh. Save for stumbling over her words. It seems like there's something she doesn't want to say.
いいけど、今は緊急ってわけじゃないんだし、出かけるまで眠っていた方がいい。朝飯ができたら呼びに行くから、それまで力を温存しといてくれ。今日一日、セイバーの力を借りることになるんだから。
I head to the kitchen.
待ってください、シロ。
なんだよ、セイバー。他に何か。
あなたは今、何をすると言いましたか？
I hold my breath, barely realizing I'm doing it. She's asked me something, but her eyes are preventing me from giving an answer.
そもそもあなたは安静にしなければいけない体でしょう。朝食の支度など凛がします。シロが優先すべきことは部屋で休み、体を癒すことです。それが分かっていないとは言わせません。
セイバー。
Saber's being so stern because she's genuinely concerned about me.
部屋に戻ってください、シロ。眠りが必要なのは私ではなくあなたの方です。
Saber sees right through me and glares at me all the more intensely. But still, I can't let Shinji let loose.
いや、部屋には戻らない。もう十分休んだし、やらなくちゃいけないことがあるだろう。準備ができたら街に出よう、セイバー。今日中に信じ。
なぜですか？
Oh, whoops.
今日中にライダーのマスターを捕らえる理由などありません。戦うのならシロの傷が癒えてからにするべきです。それからでも遅くはないでしょう。
Feels like an argument about Joker.
Yeah?
Every day he's out there, Alfred.
But Master Bruce, you have 3 broken ribs, a sliced open thigh.
And your back is still broken from the last time you did this.
Tis a flesh wound, Alfred. Oh gosh.
それは違う、セイバー。順番で言うなら、俺の体なんて後回しだ。
Are you sure about that?
そんな暇はないんだ。シンジのやつが何をするかはお前だってわかるだろう。またあんな結界を張られる前にあいつからライダーを切り離す。サーバントがいなくなれば
And we've
シン
proven
ジは
we can
何も
beat
できな
her.
いはずだ。
True, true. But also, assuming the truth was told, they won't be able to make another bounded field. At least not like the
there.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least not there, but still.
Yeah.
I don't really want to give him a leg up.
Understandable.
昨日のような犠牲者を出したくないというのですか？ライダーのマスターを倒すのではなく、ただそれだけのために戦うと。
Read him like a book.
Maybe it might be her only way of.
シンジ
Oh.
には責任を取らせる。
Oh.
そのためにはライダーを倒さなくちゃいけないだけだ。
It's a little different now. In a good way.
それに犠牲者を出さないために行動するなんていうのは当たり前だろ。そんなこと戦う理由以前の問題だ。
そうですか。 マスターがそう言うのなら、私は従うだけですが。
シンジを探す？別に文句はないけど、ちゃんと勝ち目があって言ってるんでしょうね、シロ。
There's
Duh.
no thinking to it. This is cold hard facts, girl.
We've proven we can whoop his ass. That's all we need.
It's after breakfast. That's Tosaka's immediate response when I say we can't let Shinji remain on the run.
勝ち目ってシンジに対してか。
そうよ。前もって言っとくけど、賞賛もないくせに他のマスターに手を出す気だった。なんて言ったら笑うわよ。
He's a pushover.
Lord.
ああ、
Crap.
Crap.
Now that she mentions it, I've really only thought about stopping Shinji. I really haven't given much thought to the details or anything.
ちょっと、エミヤくん、本気？
すまん。笑ってくれ。
Don't mind if I do. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Stop.
うわ、悪いけど笑えないわ、今の冗談。
Wow, she says that right when David joins. How offensive. She called you not funny, David. How do you feel?
The same as I always feel because people say that all the time.
I think you're funny.
I also agree with this
You see,
sentiment.
Richard, I believe. Hell, I think you're a liar.
What? Huh?
Wow.
Is it because I'm closer to your girlfriend? Is that what this is?
That's crazy.
No, I just think you're a liar.
Dang.
You know, liar is a cuss word in my household. You realize that, right, boy?
No. Also, I don't like how you say the word boy.
I would never.
I
Richard's
mean,
always been safe.
okay, so why are you bringing Richard into it?
Why you bringing Richard into it?
You said his name first.
Richard's my buddy. He's right here. He's,
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my lollipop now.
I'm starting to think you have a bit of a problem, Hell. I'm just gonna lay that out there. I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
I got a nicotine problem because of you.
Damn.
Got me grabbing lollipops and shit.
Yes, the 4Kids censorship.
Everything looks harder with a toothpick. That's what the mole heads keep telling me.
Oh my god.
Why are you smoking? I'm not smoking. It's a lollipop. The end is literally on fire. Pulls out a lollipop. I was licking it so fast it made the stick smoke.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite censorship I've ever that 4Kids has ever done.
It certainly was a choice.
Yes.
All right, let's get this seaweed head.
Indeed. Ugh. That
How
reaction
goes
makes
the
it. What were you saying?
Oh, sorry. I was just like, how goes fate?
Last session, Shinji activated the bounded field, tried to liquidate the entire school. We beat his face in.
Good.
And he escaped. So now we're going to correct that mistake.
Good.
So that reaction makes it clear just how stupid I'm being. I want to curl up in a little ball and hide. Because Shiro's like, yeah, we're going to correct that mistake. And Ren's like, okay, so what's the game plan? How you going to do it? And Shiro's like, plan?
I didn't think that far ahead.
Question mark?
I didn't think I'd get this far.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
He was so focused on Saber and Rin being so impossible to convince them when he actually convinced them.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know how to handle himself.
Yeah.
He's not used to women agreeing with what he says.
Yeah.
He'll
Mood.
get there. Pardon?
I don't know what you're talking about.
My condolences.
セイバー、あんたのマスターはこんなんだけど、あなた自身はどうなの？ライダーと戦うことに異論はないわけ？
ライダーと戦うだけならば問題はありません。彼女の能力は確認済みです。それはシロー本人も分かっていると思います。何しろライダーと直接対峙したのですから。
Yes.
ああ、そうだっけ。ならシローにもライダーがどの程度かは分かっているんだ。
Tosaka looks my way, her eyes curious. She obviously wants to know about how strong Ryder is. True, I do have something of an assessment. Maybe it's because I formed a contract with a servant, or maybe it's the power of the command spells. She may not be my servant, but I have some understanding of her abilities since I've seen her fight. Ryder wasn't an especially strong servant.
ライダーはセイバーほど強くない。1対1の戦いならまず負けはしないと思う。
He's got a good look at the character sheet.
そうなんだ。
Mm-hmm.
ならちゃんと賞賛はあるんじゃない。シンジは魔術師じゃないから、ライダーはマスターからの支援を受けられない。必然的にセイバーとライダーの一騎打ちになるものね。
And if it's a duel between master and master, we've already proven Shiro has hands and Shinji doesn't.
Ain't that the truth?
He has hands, he has a mop, he's got this.
Got the pipe.
Exactly. And here comes Shiro with the lead pipe.
He's got the kendo stick.
Nice hands, shit ass. Anyway, bonk.
About to ring you like a bell. Bonk.
Gonna go all crisp and I made myself sad. I could go on.
Okay.
To
Osaka's
build
right.
off what Richard said. I'm gonna ring you like a bell, but bitch, this round ain't over.
Perfect. As long as Shinji's her master, Ryder has to fight on her own. Saber shouldn't be at a disadvantage, but
何よ、気の乗らない顔して。何か問題でもあるっていうの？
ああ、いいか、トサカ。それだけ戦力的に上回ったセイバーに追い詰められていたのに、ライダーはシンジを連れて逃げ延びたんだ。
cause she be schmoovin'.
Fast. And a big NP.
Mm-hmm.
あれはライダーの宝具だったと思うんだが。
The arrow of light that tore through the hallway. If Saber hadn't shoved me to the ground, that wave of destruction would have completely annihilated me. If that was Ryder's ace in the hole, we shouldn't take her lightly, which you shouldn't be doing regardless, even if she is weaker.
Ah, she's a wizard in the true
つまり
sense.
ライダーはライダー本人より
Wait, she's Ryder though, not Caster.
I will end you. I'm just saying. You see Orpheus, you go, that's just a skeleton, get him. And then he casts Conjure Barrage of a longsword, and it's all over.
You mean he pulls out a scimitar and throws it at you?
Now,
Not-
we had one session where I cast a Conjure Barrage and I used a sword. But you're right, I did throw it. I did throw it that one time too. A couple times. There was the longsword too. I told a woman I'd pray for her over her grave, then I called her a whore. And I killed her with the sword.
That you did.
Sounds about par for the course.
Indeed.
で、セイバー、シローはともかく、あなたならライダーの宝具が何であるか分かったんじゃない？目の前で使われたんだから、見当ぐらいはついてるんでしょ？
面目ありません。シロを守ることに精一杯で、私もあれが何であるか確認することはできなかった。そんなことに気を割いていたら、私もシロも あの一撃に巻き込まれていたでしょう。
You know what? Between identifying the deadly move and surviving it, you made the right choice.
Agreed.
巻き込まれたって
Nah, Shiro could take it.
ライダーの方々って飛び道具なの？
それに近いものでした。分類的にはリンの使う魔術に近い。あれは私の剣やランサーの槍のような
AoE.
対人宝具ではないのでしょう。
Anti-personnel is an interesting way to put it for Saber's sword, too. David, shut up. I hear your thoughts.
I wasn't gonna say shit.
I hear your thoughts.
Then you're hearing fucking crickets, bud.
I hear your thoughts.
Head empty.
I
Spills
just got
milk.
through a 2-hour-long VO practice. My head is empty.
uh,
私の魔術に近いってそれこそ変よ。セイバーの対魔術は神業じゃない。
Yeah, we just read that.
まずあなたに傷を負わせることはできない。そのあなたが交わさなくちゃいけない魔術なんて、それは。
はい。神秘はより強い神秘の前に無効化される。
mm-hmm.
私の鎧を通ることができる神秘は、あなたたちの言う魔法か、神域に住む幻想種だけです。
Mm-hmm.
魔法使い。ライダーは魔術師だっていうの？セイバー。
いいえ、それほどの魔力は感じませんでした。彼女はライダーです。魔法使いがいるとすれば、それはキャスターだけでしょう。ライダーの宝具はおそらく別
It's
の
a
ものだと
magical
思います。
effect. It's not a spell. Okay.
Yeah. Saber's answer gets a sigh of relief from Tosaka. I don't quite get what's going on, though.
セイバー、お前の鎧っていうのはそんなに硬いものなのか？魔法でなければ通らないなんて言うけど。
I mean,
それな
arguably,
ら
yes.
ランサーのゲイボル
He
クは
was pretty
魔
skilled
法
with
って
magic
ことになる
too.
な。
Yeah?
In the myths, anyway. Obviously, he's separated here.
ええ、
Mm-hmm.
確かにランサーのゲイボルクは魔法に近い呪いですが、リン、シローに説明してあげてくれますか？
You're the mage teacher. Do the teacher thing.
私？もういいけど。要するにシローは、セイバーは魔法じゃないと傷つかないと勘違いしているわけね。
Yes, that is what you just said. That is why I believe it.
あ、いや、別にそういうわけじゃないけど。ただ、そんなに頑丈な鎧ならすごいなって思っただけだ。
そりゃすごいわよ。セイバーに限らず、サーバントってのはみんな英霊なのよ。霊体ってこともあるけど、まっとうな手段じゃ傷一つつけられない。サーバントはそれ自体が神秘だから。物理的な手段でサーバントを傷つけられるのは、同じ英霊であるサーバントだけ。逆に言えば、サーバント同士なら、ただのペーパーナイフでもセイバーを傷つけることはできる。
Ah, yes. Let me go defeat the servant. With a spoon.
A magic spoon.
Only a spoonful.
Of sugar?
Helps the medicine go down.
The medicine being a sword.
Oh, I hate the pill.
Oh, I hate the pill.
相手がサーバントなら、セイバーの鎧もそう鉄壁ってわけじゃないってことか。
そうね。けどセイバー自身接近戦の技量が優れているから、白兵戦ではまずセイバーに傷は負わせられない。残った手段は遠距離からの攻撃、魔術っていう飛び道具になるわけだけど、セイバーは騎士のくせにとんでもない対魔力を持ってるから、大抵の魔術は弾かれてしまうのよ。
Insert parry sound here.
バッドラックに代表される呪いなんてまず届かないし、 魔力を矢として放つ直接干渉も効かない。セイバーを倒したかったら真正面からの切り合いで彼女を任さなくちゃダメってわけ。
Makes sense. Makes sense. Saber listens silently to Tosaka's explanation. Saber never interrupts her, probably because everything Tosaka's saying is true.
なんだよ、そんなのインチキだ。
It's what it means to be the best.
剣技で叶わないから魔術で勝負するっていうのに、魔術そのものがセイバーに効かないならどうしろって言うんだ。
Lose.
なんか不公平だぞ、その話。
そうね。けどそのセイバーだって白兵戦で絶対に負けないというわけでもないでしょ。
True. We did, in fact, just see a man with a 7-foot sword. No, it was 8 foot. Probably even 9. I can't quite recall.
180 centimeters blade.
Thank you. And it was doing some work. Also, Saber in the background.
Oh yeah, she's miffed.
バーサーカーは力だけならセイバーを上回ってるし、ランサーだって白兵戦において必殺の槍を持ってる。今話してるライダーだってセイバーを出し抜くほどの宝具を持ってたんだから、セイバーも完璧ってわけじゃないわ。私たちだってセイバーを倒す方法はあるもの。単にセイバーの耐え魔力を上回る魔術を持ってくるか、サーバントが使っている武器を借りて寝ている間に首を切るとか。サーバントの武器ならサーバント自身と同じ霊格なんだから傷をつけることは可能なはずよ。
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. It's an alarming example, but I get it.
Oh, she's so cute.
Oh my gosh. Wait. But hold on, Tosaka. Probably shouldn't be talking about things like this in front of Saber.
あ、そうなんだ。じゃあ、ライダーの宝具が特別優れてるってわけじゃなくて、サーバントの攻撃だからセイバーも守りに徹したってことなのか。
わけないでしょ。セイバーが守りに徹するのならライダー自身じゃ何をしたって追い詰めることなんて不可能よ。ライダー本人がそう優れた英霊じゃないのなら、彼女が宝具を使ったところでたかが知れているし。そうでしょセイバー。ライダーの宝具はライダー自身の能力とは関係のない武器なのよね。
おそらくライダーの技や魔力に頼らない自動的な武装、宝具そのものに効果があるものだと思います。魔術か幻想種か、どちらにせよあの魔法陣から放たれたものは圧倒的でした。直撃を受けた場合、生き延びられるサーバントなどいないでしょう。
Goddamn runaway freight train.
For real.
そうなの？数値的にどれくらい？
あなたたち風に言うのなら A プラスといったところでしょうか。私個人の推測に過ぎないので断定はできませんが。
A プラス？何それ？魔法一歩手前じゃない。
So it's pretty good. Got it.
Yeah.
Rin was underestimating it, as usual.
Mhm. This is true. This is her fatal flaw.
Archer
Her
always
fate-
said, I will end
Yes.
you. Archer said it best. You best break that bad habit before you become a woman.
I'd like to see you try.
I couldn't break anything of that woman. Are you kidding me? She'd be captain of any team if she wanted, let alone the one she isn't part of.
Yeah.
そんなの使われてよく学校が吹っ飛ばなかったってもんだわ。
That is a good point.
単純に破壊するだけの宝具というわけではないのでしょう。もともとは他の用途がある宝具なのではないでしょうか。
そうだとしても厄介ね。セイバーの話じゃ A 判定どころじゃないし、瞬間的な攻撃力ならサーバント中最高ってことになるのかしら。
まあ確かに攻守ともに優れた宝具のようでしたが、それより私の宝具の方が。
Would you like to share with the class?
Saber's face is indecipherable. Well, I don't know what just happened here. Saber doesn't look amused though.
It's obvious what just happened. Tasaka just dissolved.
That happens sometimes. She'll reconstitute later.
Oh, okay. She's dissociating right now.
いえ、別にそういうわけではないというか、本当はどちらが強いかなど追求するのは騎士にあるまじき行いというか。
Well, thankfully, we're not knights on this episode of Death Battle.
Lord.
I've still yet to touch that episode. Yeah, it's Giguk's fault. It's just his fault. It's always his fault. Everything that ever
Yes.
goes wrong is Giguk's fault.
Yes.
She's acting strange. Saber seems embarrassed by her own actions and starts to mutter under her breath.
まあいいけど、それよりさ、さっき妙なことを言ってなかったか。セイバーとランサーのは対人宝具とかなんとか。
対人宝具ですか。いえ、言葉通りの意味ですが、私の風王結界やランサーのゲイボルクはあくまで人を倒すための武装です。
This makes sense.
Don't tell Fate Grand Order.
Look. This is what I meant by keep your thoughts silent, sir.
Look, I'm just saying. A weapon is a weapon.
A
I
weapon
know
is a weapon.
Scotty. I know Scotty used that stupid thing as anti everything. But that's Scotty. No, sorry, Skahawk. Are you gonna tell Skahawk to do anything else? I don't think so. That woman is Scottish. The Scots scare me.
Well, fucking. Of course, I'm not gonna tell Sincho to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
Again, she's Scottish. She could beat all of us up. And that's before you count the servant stuff.
Before she became a servant. Anyway.
Yes, Rip Van Winkle, go on.
Oh gosh.
いかに強力な魔力、呪いを帯びていたところで、その用途は対人の域を出るものではありません。
Well, I guess that makes sense. Saber's invisible sword is definitely useful in battle. But that's only effective against people. If you chop firewood with Saber's sword, whether you can see the blade or not, isn't going to affect how quickly you can chop wood. Same with Lancer's Gatebolt. Even a cursed spear that always strikes the heart is just a sharp spear if you use it against a boulder or a house.
なるほど。だから対人の宝具ってことなのか。ならライダーの宝具は
大軍宝具ってことになるわね。
Anti
そういえば
army.
父さんに聞いたことがあったわ。
That was in the
宝
sheet.
具には対人に優れ
It
たもの、
was.
大軍に優れたものがあるって。簡単に言って対人宝具は弾数制限のない拳銃で、大軍宝具ってのは一発限りのミサイルってことね。ライダーの宝具は強力だけど、その分使用にかなりの制限があるんじゃないかしら。少なくとも
So Kojiro being able to spam his.
いつも見えないなんて
Yeah.
現実的な宝具じゃない。
Man.
Fine.
Sure.
Tomate kudasai.
Tomate. A gun versus a missile? There's no contest. Sure, Saber's invisible sword is awesome, but if she goes up against a ridiculous noble phantasm like that, she'll be dead before she can even swing her sword.
つまり
I mean, it
ラ
depends.
イダーと戦うのなら宝具を使われる前に倒せってことか
That's the typical
Can't hit the
strategy.
button if you don't have hands.
Well, I mean, like, you know, it depends on the gun and the missile. You know, if a Barrett 50 cal versus a cannonball, you know, there's still going to be a bit more credence for the Barrett to win that one.
Yeah.
でしょうね。宝具の打ち合いになったら勝ち目はない。ライダーとシンジを探すって言うなら、それだけは頭に入れておきなさい。
Foreshadowing is a literary device.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later, haha.
Thank you, Michael Mouse.
Get back,
大前
haha.
提として、ライダーが宝具を使う前に倒すこと。戦いを長引かせれば長引かせるだけ、こっちが不利になるから。
Well, good thing we know how she casts it. Stabs herself in the neck.
So we'll just stab her neck
私
first.
が戦っている間にライダーを倒せばいい。
Make sure you take her head off with
戦闘手段
that.
はないのだから
Exactly.
そちらの方が確実かもしれません。
Yeah.
Easier option. Just kill that little bitch.
That was plan A, to be clear.
That's what I'm saying. There was zero hesitation from this side. That's what we come up with. Since we have no strategy to deal with Ryder's noble phantasm, we just need to defeat Ryder before she uses it. Plain and
I
simple.
like I like the logic here. We could fight Ryder. We could come up with a plan to like potentially kill her before she, you know, deploys her noble phantasm. But it's just easier to kill Shinji, so we're just gonna do that and not bother with the other thing.
Yeah. Whatever noble phantasms other servants have, we still don't want to have to deal with Riders. Yeah.
忠告助かったよ遠坂俺たちは真珠を探しに行くけど遠坂はどうする留守番していてくれるか
そうね。あなたたちがそう言うなら、私たちもシンジを探してもいいんだけど。まあ、やめとくわ。
Acha.
敵はライダーだけじゃないし、私たちはもともとバーサーカーを倒すために手を組んだんだしね。
This is true.
シローがシンジを追っている間、私は私でやることがあるから。
Tosaka stands up with a frosty smile.
それじゃあね。いい結果を期待しているわ。
And there she goes.
And with that, I also take my leave because I have
Okay, okay.
auditions I need to get done. So
You got this,
Okie
buddy.
dokie.
I'll
Ciao.
catch y'all later.
See you tomorrow.
Later.
Good luck.
Thank you. Saber and I head out together, leaving Tosaka at home. It's 7:30 in the morning. The hilly road is extremely quiet. Road is usually packed with students going to school, but there aren't that many people around today, because you know the entire school is in the hospital right now.
学校は休校だそうですね。
Yeah?
死者が出なかったとはいえ、大半の生徒は未だ立ち上がれる体ではないということですか。
Yeah. Like, can you imagine that? Just been like, I guess every single teacher and every single student that was in the building that day, all in the hospital recovering. We will not have class for an indeterminate amount of time. And then there's the one kid that happened to stay home because they wanted to play hooky.
重度の栄養失調みたいなもんだからな。まともに動けるようになるまで何日かはかかるだろう。
Yeah. Those are the lucky ones. There are still some whose injuries will last a lifetime.
タイガも病院に運ばれたと聞きます。見舞いに行かずともいいのですか、シロ。
More about getting revenge right now, Saber.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's Tyga. She'll bounce back. She'll probably be up and about tomorrow.
That's
Knowing
what I
her.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
She'll be home tomorrow,
失
even.
うのはただの疲労だと。心配しなくてもいいから真面目に家で勉強してろとさ。
Yeah, see? Told you. Fatigued. Not even malnourished. Before we left, I phoned the Fujimura house and asked how Fujine was doing. I wanted to go visit, but I need to hold off for now.
では探索に専念するのですね。それはいいのですが、シロに当てはあるのですか？
Watch him say what I've been saying this whole time.
私はサーバントの気配を読み取れますが、それも近づかなければわかりません。
ああ、確かにシンジが何もせずに隠れていた場合、探し出すのは難しいだろう。けど、あいつの性格から言って、昨日の今日でおとなしくしているとは思えない。
Yeah. Shinji's not the type to just sit back and take a beating.
では、ライダーのマスターは再び結界を張ろうとすると。
間違いなくな。俺と同じで、あいつはサーバントに魔力を提供できない。俺たちに復讐しようとするなら、まず魔力を貯めないといけないだろう。
Yeah, yeah. Good point, good point.
なら、見つけ出すのはそう難しくはないんじゃないか。
ライダーのマスターを探すのではなく、結界を探すのですね。
Yeah. Tracks.
ああ、マスターの感知はできなくても、あれだけの結界なら近づけばわかる。それに、場所も特定できるだろう。
He's put some thought into this.
Yeah. And he said he doesn't have a plan.
He did. He cracked under the pressure.
Let's see. We just need to find a big building that draws a large crowd.
驚いた。やりますね、シロ。
What do you mean that's a surprise? Hold on. Don't you look at me like that?
In her defense, let's take a look at the track record. I rest my case. Okay.
The Sasuke really slipped out for a second there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm confident. Bounded field's one thing, but there's a point to us walking around like this too. Shinji probably can't leave me alone any more than I can leave him alone. Ha! See? There it is. I head to Shinji's house, just in case. I have Saber check for Ryder's presence. She finds nothing. Well, Shinji's not the type to just roll over and hide in his house after what happened.
シンジが結界を張るとしたら、こっちの町じゃなくて、シントの方だ。オフィス街のビルを総当たりしていこ
I call Saber over and turn to leave the Mato house.
いいのですかシロ。ここはさくらの家なのでしょう。立ち寄ったのですから声をかけては。それぐらいは余裕があると思いますが。
Interesting. So that implies that either A, Sakura was not at school yesterday, or B, she just shrugged off that bounded field like it didn't happen. Because if she's at home and not in the hospital, that's crazy, you know?
Don't go to school tomorrow. Don't go to school tomorrow, Sakura. I got something I gotta do.
Yeah. Interesting. I am worried about Sakura. According to Tosaka, Sakura was just weakened. Okay, she built different. And luckily wasn't injured beyond that. But were up to me, I'd like to see her and take care of her the way that she's always taken care of me. But
やめておく。この戦いが終わるまではさくらと会って戦いに巻き込むわけにはいかないからな。
true.
Good call.
Besides, I can't possibly face Sakura when I'm about to head out to fight her brother.
And most likely kill him. Like,
Yeah. You ready to, I almost said be an orphan. No. Ready to be an only child?
oh no, that's the third route.
Oh.
Is it still orphanage if they're adults?
No?
I mean, Batman's an orphan.
Yeah, he definitely would be an orphan, but he would not live in an orphanage.
It's an important distinction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the orphanage is the place where orphans live to be taken care of. Should the worst happen, and I actually kill Shinji, I'll never be able to face her again. I shouldn't leave any loose ends like that. It's best for me, and I'm sure it's best for Sakura too. We check every building we find. Of course, we start with the big ones, but so far, nothing. I wipe the sweat from my brow and force my leaden limbs to keep moving. Sounds like me in New York. Oh, goodness. I try to calm my labored breathing by just taking a moment of rest.
シロ、何か異常でもあり。シロ、こちらへ。
Oh?
ちょっと待って。そっちは公園だぞ。こっちにはまだ見てない建物が残って。
Pay attention. She said, come this way.
それは後にしてください。今はこちらが最優先です。
More important? Something must have caught her attention. Saber's tone is stern, and she pulls me towards the park.
セイバー、どうしたんだよ。こんなところまでやってきて。ここには何もない。そんなのセイバーにだってわかるだろう。
いいですから、そこのベンチに座ってください。話はその後で聞きます。
Saber's intense about this, so I reluctantly sit down, and then, for a moment, I almost feel faint. I hold my head with one hand. My forehead is damp with sweat, and my breathing is labored even though I'm sitting down. Hey, wait a minute. Why would I be sweating like this in the dead of winter?
おかしいな。こんなに疲れてたのか、俺。
Oh, honey.
Right. As soon as I say that, I realize what's going on. I'm not exhausted. My wounds haven't completely healed, so they're tingling. It's unreal. No matter how much I try, I can't get my breathing under control. My body feels heavy and my legs refuse to take my weight.
ようやく自分の体に気がついたようですね、シロ。
Yeah. Saber is mad. I don't blame her. I was the one who suggested searching for Shinji. But here I am, sitting on a bench.
すまん。すぐ動けるようにするから、しばらく待ってくれ。
That is not what she's upset about, you silly, silly boy.
私が注意しているのはそんなことではありません。どうやらあなたには何を言っても無駄のようですね。
I can see the Saber's mad. What I don't understand though is why.
ちょっとセイバー、きちんと言ってくれないと何が言いたいのかわからないんだが。
I see. Someone needs to be hit with the bonking stick. For
Hey, we
daring
can't
to
carry
be a
those in
bot.
public.
That's okay. This one.
Oh, for a
And-
bot. Here I thought you meant for.
And there it goes. Banished to the Shadow Realm. Begone a porous gateway. RG gnomes. RGX1s 7. There we go. Words.
わからないのなら語る必要はないでしょう。
To a certain degree, yes, you're right, Saber.
いい
But
で
on
す
the
か
other hand,
シロはそこで休んでいてください。一人で休むのが嫌なら私もお付き合いしますから。
Ah, the inverse of the good old if you don't understand, don't even bother to ask.
Saber sits right next to me. The bench is not that big.
Get it together, boy.
Saber is sitting close enough to me that our shoulders might touch if one of us leans over even a little.
いや、待てってセイバー。休んでる暇なんてないだろう。俺たちは遊びに来たんじゃなくて。
Yes. We're sitting here in this desecrated park on a bench, sitting next to each other to quote unquote play around. Yes. That's totally what's happening.
Wonder how often the
遊びになど
police
来てい
have to
ません。
stop people from doing things
休
here.
憩も戦いのうちです。文句を
That's a
言う
good
のでした
question.
ら、まずその呼吸を整えてからにしてください。
Damn voyeurs. Oh wait, no. Exhibitionists.
Mm-hmm.
いや、呼吸を整えろって。
Sure, I'm totally worn out and can barely breathe, but having her so close makes my heart go absolutely crazy. And
シロ、人の話を聞いていますか？今まで体に無理をさせてきたのですから、 まずは肩の力を抜いて落ち着いてくだ
Well,
さ
do
い
you know why I'm distracted right
気
now,
が散
little
っていて
lady?
は体が休まらないのですから
いやだから
She wants me to be calm. It would really help if she kept her distance. I don't know how Saber feels, but I can't help but see her as a girl around my own age. Well, she may actually be younger, but she's still a girl.
Looks younger might be what you're thinking, buddy, because I
Yeah.
don't know about you. She's been dead for like ever. She's a knight, so she ain't Greek. So like we still got like we're still talking like thousands of years here.
Indeed. And plus, she's beyond beautiful.
Okay, now we're on the same page.
No guy could stay calm this close to her, and I'm certainly no exception.
シロ気のせいでしょうか先ほどより顔色が悪くなってきた気がするのですが
Pale
No.
is his name.
Hmm?
Pale is his name.
Yeah. Pale
Fleece
is
white
his
as
name.
snow.
Oh my gosh.
Saber had a little lamb,
俺
little
なんて
lamb.
してないぞ
Lord.
He's the tsundere too. It's so funny.
It's so funny.
それならいいのですがやはり横になった方がいいのでしょうか
You
こ
took
の
the
辺り
only
で休
spot,
めるところと言ったら
and I don't want to put him on the grass.
Watch her be like, all right, use my lap as a pillow. Stretch out. Saber looks around. Oh, what the? What are the odds of there just being some random dude lying across a bench using his girlfriend's lap as a pillow in a park that's usually deserted?
Potty mouth. My goodness. Don't you look at me like that.
And Saber glances at the pair of lovebirds. She's obviously thinking what we've been thinking.
シロ気分が悪いのでしたら横に
大丈夫おとなしくしてればすぐに落ち着くから余計な心配はしなくていいしなくていいから当分ほっといてくれ
Lord.
I need to tell Nogi about this.
I turn away from Saber and close my eyes. Anything to keep our eyes from locking. But y'all had a moment yesterday. You were locked in, making eye contact. It was great. You were so close to each other. Think calming thoughts, Shiro.
Like little fish eating big fish.
Sure. Now I just have to keep taking deep breaths and try not to think about Saber being right next to me. It took a night for the fire to die down. The searing, roaring red wall eventually disappeared. All that remained was a charred field, strewn with smoldering, blackened lumber. I remember that. While I lay there on the ground, the sound of it reminded me of sparklers. The sky was getting cloudy. It should rain soon. That'll help put out the fires. I could hardly even breathe as I lay there, staring dazedly at the sky. Charred remains hemmed me in on all sides. Burns cover almost my entire body, and there's an especially painful sensation around my chest. My chest is gouged out. Again? I mean, I know this was the original, the first, but again? You gotta stop doing this to yourself, kid. I could probably touch my own insides. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that. I didn't collapse because I got tired. Not that my numb body was trying to do me a favor by letting me rest. I collapsed because I was much too hurt to keep moving. At all. That's why I ended up just accepting it. Calmly. No panic. I knew I wasn't going to make it. Everyone else was already dead anyways, so I wasn't scared. Staring up at the cloudy sky, I felt myself just sorta fading away. Yet, in the haze of fading consciousness, I decided that as long as I was alive, I would try calling for help, right until the end. Huh? Wait, something's off. I shouldn't be remembering this pain in my chest. Bruh.
Boy, you slept.
Bruh. I jerk myself upright and tug my shirt open to check myself over.
だよな。傷なんてないし。
There's no scar on my chest. The respiratory distress that burn caused did almost kill me, but I didn't take some massive chest wound. If something like that happened, even Kirisugu wouldn't have been able to help me. Maybe. But more importantly,
夜になってる。俺寝ちまってたのか、セイバー。
はい。よく眠っているようでしたので起こしませんでしたが、その会話あったようですね。先ほどに比べて、
Ah,
白
yes,
の顔
that's
色は
why
良
he
くな
has
っていま
color
すか？
back.
yes. And attempting to stay warm in this freezing winter air.
人が悪いな。居眠りした俺が悪いにしても、起こしてくれてもよかったじゃないか。休んでいる暇。
休息は必要な行為です。それにシロが眠っていたのは1時間程度ですから、そう問題はないでしょう。
Whole hour.
Huh?
Woke a whole hour.
Interesting. I guess it was sunset whenever they went to rest.
Well, it is winter, right? It kind of just creeps up on you.
You're right. You're right.
Especially when they actually have winters where the sky gets a little gray rather than the winters we have.
Yeah, because that's what I was just remembering. I was like, yeah, because aren't they at like a higher latitude too?
Oh yeah, higher latitude. They're specifically in Fuyuki, so like,
Yeah.
oh, blind kitty has walked into my room.
Oh.
Shirley,
そりゃ結果論だ。俺が起きなかったらどうするつもりだったんだよ、一体。
What would you have done if I hadn't woken up? Spent the night in the park. We're vagabonds.
そうですね。あまり変わりはないでしょう。日が落ちて寒くなってきましたから、そろそろ声をかけようと思っていたところです。
Yeah?
まあ、確かに体の調子はすごくいいけど。
I get up from the bench and start walking through the field. There's no trace of what this field once looked like. No trace of when it used to be a residential district, nor any trace of when it was cast in that hellish red light. But for some reason, I'm irritated I dreamed that scene just because I slept here.
シロ、何か問題でもあるのですか？
Yes, my trauma caught up with me.
ああ、いや、どうせ休むなら別の場所にするべきだったなって。ここはどうも嫌な思い出がありすぎる。
嫌な思い出。シロはこの場所に縁があったのですか？
All right, spill. Break it down for her.
Please, I beg you.
そっか。話してなかったっけ？俺、昔はこの辺りに住んでたんだ。10年前の話だけどな。大きな火事が起きて、両親も家も焼け落ちた。その時に、親父に助けられて、そのまま養子になったんだよ。
では、あなたは？
Yes.
キリツグの実の子供ってわけじゃない。それに、聖杯戦争と無関係ってわけでもないのかな。ここが前回の戦いの最後の場所だってのは聞いてるよ。そこで生き残った俺がマスターになるんだから、皮肉というか、縁があるっていうか。
I agree. That is a crazy circle of life. I walked through the field. It's been 10 years, but it still feels like the ground hasn't recovered enough for even grass to grow. Maybe all the resentment of the people who died here seeped into the land itself.
シロ、あなたが犠牲者を出すまいとするのは、それが理由ですか？
An astute observation.
あなた自身が聖杯戦争の犠牲者だからこそ、自分のような犠牲者を出したくないと。
いや、それは。
Now that she mentions it, I guess I can see people coming to that conclusion. Surprisingly, I've never thought about it like that.
どうだろう。
You don't really think
セ
about
イ
it
バーの言う
much.
ことはもっともだけど、
Mm-hmm.
俺はもっと単純だと思うよ。10年前さ、ここでキリツグに助けられた時はただ嬉しかった。それ以外になかったから、自分もそうなれたらいいと憧れたんじゃないかな。
Yeah. I was just happy. Words can't even begin to describe what I felt when I called out for help and actually got it. But at the same time, the happier I was, the more guilty I felt.
自分だけ願いが叶えられたってのは居心地が悪かった。俺は親父に助けられたけど、他の人たちは助けられずにずっとこのままだ。
Everyone wished for salvation, but only my wish was granted. Only I was saved. And in exchange, everyone else died. And that's why I have to take responsibility.
起きてしまったことは戻しようがないからな。死んでいった人たちに報いたいなら、せめてこれからのことを防ぐべきだ。10年前のような惨事は起こさせない。またあんなことになったら、それこそ犠牲になった人たちに合わせる顔がないだろう。まあ、俺の理由なんてその程度のものだと思う。
More importantly, we need to get back to looking for Shinji. I feel better now, and we need to hurry up and check the buildings we haven't gotten to yet. Besides, there should be fewer people around at night. If Shinji wants to attack us, this will be the time. So if our plan is to be bait to lure him out, it's time to get to it.
行こうか、セイバー。とりあえずオフィス街に戻ろう。セイバー、どうした？忘れ物でもあるのか？
Yeah, she's processing. Revelation.
いいえ、ただ今朝のことを思い出していました。体の傷を治してからライダーのマスターを探すべきだと言った私に、シローは順番が違うと言いました。 シローは昨日も同じ言葉を口にした。以前から感じてはいましたが、その時に確信したのです。あなたには自分を助けようとする気がないのだと。
Hmm. It's like she just stares at me and lays it out like it's a sin or something.
あなたは自身より他人を優先している。それは立派ですが、それではあなたはいつかきっと後悔する。シローはもっと自分を大切にするべきだ。
Saber cuts past me.
行きましょう。確かにここにいてはあなたに負担をかける。
Saber heads towards the office district. I try to call out to her, but I can't stop her.
何を
Are you saying? That's what I want to ask her, but the words just won't come. There's no way I'm not trying to help myself. That can't be true. But I somehow can't think of a single thing to say to argue with her. We make our way through the town after dark. It's a little past 8. The station is at its most crowded hour. Saber and I stare at the map of the town.
主だった建物は回りましたね。他に行くべき場所はありますか？
そうだな。少し離れたところに工場がある。あそこも人が集まる場所だから調べておかないと。まあ、工場っていうのはシンジの趣味じゃないと思うんだが。
Rooftop run, rooftop run, rooftop run.
We do make conversation now, but it's still hard for me to look Saber in the eye. Dang, we have truly regressed.
Well, she did kind of just put all his everything out on the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Get read like a book. I think our conversation from earlier is still stuck in my head. Saber's acting like it didn't happen, which bothers me even more.
Yes, the classic mother acting like shit didn't happen.
Yeah. Really do be like that.
そういうセイバーの方はどうだ？ライダーの気配はつかめるか？
いえ、感じません。彼女とは一度戦っていますから、近くにいれば知覚でき
Oh,
るのです
auto
が。
mode.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what it's going to do. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Not feeling prickles my skin. Even I can feel the wave of magical energy that washes over us. There's no way the Saber can't.
シロ、言うまでもないと思うのですが。
わかってる。近くにいるのか、セイバ
Like, man, that was easy. We didn't even have to go nowhere else.
いいえ、まだそこまでの距離ではないようです。ですが、確実に見られている。
Oh, well, it's
この魔
working.
力は
Let's get him.
私たちに対する挑発でしょう。
Jump 'em. If we're being watched, that means they've fallen into our trap. Releasing so much magical energy is an obvious attempt to lure us out.
この気配、ライダーなのか？
Good question. It could be someone else. My mind changes gears. The awkwardness between Saber and me earlier disappears.
魔力を
Combat
届
time.
けます。注意してください、マスター。
I nod. The wave of bloodlust I feel stinging at my skin is coming from the direction of the office district as it slowly empties of people. Today of all days, maybe there will be nobody working overtime. I want you to say that again and really consider the feasibility of such a thing.
It is 2004 Japan. Everybody's probably working overtime.
Exactly.
Or they're all out drinking. One or the other.
To go back to the office and work some more, yes. Most of the lights in the windows of the office building seen at the heart of Shinto are dark. Oh, nice. There aren't many people on the sidewalks, and we have a pretty clear view of the building. I don't see anyone suspicious. If Shinji's anywhere, he'll be up ahead. Maybe in the park we just left.
No.
I feel the bloodlust growing more intense. The enemy's nearby. Or more like... well, a chill runs up my spine. If even I can feel this war of bloodlust, then we're probably already in enemy territory.
セイバー、気をつけろ。何か変だ。
ええ、シローの感覚は正しい。このように人目のある場所で仕掛けてくるとは思いませんが、相手が相手です。用心に越したことはありません。
Because remember, he's not a master, or let me rephrase. He is a master, but he is not a mage, so therefore he doesn't have the formal training of the etiquette of the Holy Grail War, like Ilya was telling us about. We don't fight during daytime.
Even if he is a magic user, that's still, different from a mage in this case.
Yeah.
He's a ritual caster, if anything.
Exactly. He's got a few party tricks, and that's about it.
He's got, Phantom Steed, and that's about it.
Yeah. Exactly. We both nod in silent agreement and make our way towards the park. It's probably best to ignore the oppressive sense of a knife being pressed to my throat. Shinji and Ryder are nowhere around the office district. If they're going to attack, probably going to be somewhere in the park, where there won't be anyone else around.
Shiro! そういえば
I turn towards Saber. She rushes towards me like a bolt of lightning and blocks a bow aimed straight at my head. I look up. A massive building towers overhead, clinging to the side of that building like some kind of spider. It's Ryder. Her hair is long enough to cover her entire body, her limbs supple and white. The masked woman is indeed our enemy, Ryder. She licks her lips as she stares down at me. Oh,
Whoa, lady.
I didn't know you were into that.
She likes a man who can take a punch.
I guess so. The hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. There's no mistaking it. She came spiraling down from the top of the building, aiming to take my neck in a sneak attack from our blind spot. Oh, well, there goes those gloves. People are going to come to work in the morning and be like, why are there just shredded women's clothes in the middle of the sidewalk?
I'm sorry, I have to do it.
Yes. Quote me. In the time it took for her to rush in to block Ryder's attack, Saber summoned her armor.
あいつは
追います。シローはここにいてください。
追うってどうやって
Don't you know? Built different. I'm going after her. Saber kicks off from the ground. She disappears into the sky with a glint of silvery armor.
Thunder power!
Like, for real. Ryder clinging to the side of the building like that is absurd enough, but Saber leaping skyward in pursuit of her is just outright ridiculous. No, they're servants. Normal logic does not apply here. Like Ryder, Saber moves along the side of the building, striking at her with dizzying speed. The two shadows clash and cross against each other. The sight of the two of them fighting overhead, darting along the building as they climb into the air. It's like watching two fighter jets. All the while, oh Lord, here comes the pop-up. All the while, wait here. I need to follow Saber. So we know exactly what Shiro would do. Try to follow
We know
Saber.
what Saber told him to do.
And we know what Homegirl said to do. Wait here. So, we're gonna be a good boy and listen to our partner and wait here. Because something tells me running away is just waiting to run into a trap where Shinji can actually get the drop on us. It's frustrating, but I should stay here. I can't run up the side of the building, and even if I go after Saber, I wouldn't be able to help her much anyways. Yes, correct. No human should get involved in a battle between servants. Yes, that's what they've been trying to tell you. It's sinking in. All I can do here is believe in Saber and wait for her. Oh, when will Saber come home from the war? Let me stop.
Sad sailor wife strikes again.
The next 60 seconds pass with agonizing slowness. After a few moments, I see sparks erupt overhead. I strain my eyes, trying to follow Saber's movements. I wonder if this is that same exact building. Actually, it has to be that same exact building.
The one that Rin was on top of.
Yeah. Where Shiro just happened to look up directly at her.
As they were debating what to do with the cup.
Yep. Absolutely hilarious. Rin, did that dude just look at me? Nah, there's no way. The pair of figures, one black, one silver, never stops moving. It disappears after climbing a few hundred more meters. Nani? What should I do? Should I sneak into the building to get to the rooftop now? I may not be able to scale the side of the building, but if I can get to the rooftop where the ground will be stable. Oh. A blindingly bright light bursts atop the roof. And not just once. Flashes again and again like successive shots, and the steady rhythm of a pendulum swinging back and forth. Ryder's noble phantasm. If it is, Saber doesn't stand a chance. We weren't supposed to let Ryder use her noble phantasm. Saber winning hinged on that. No time to be indecisive. I grip my teeth at my own inadequacy and sprint back towards the building. Alright.
You're not gonna climb it too, right? You're gonna take the stairs like a normal person?
You should have just got an
I-
elevator.
At this hour?
He's just in the elevator listening to the elevator tunes. But please, Saber, be okay. And then the music's like doo ba doo boo doo 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 ba ba ba. All happy. Oh gosh. I rush up the stairs. Sneaking in was easy. Getting to the rooftop? Not so much. The elevator only went up to the 40th floor. See? Elevator. Useful. So now I have to run up the stairs the rest of the way.
こんなことで時間を取ってられないってのに。
Hey, at least he said it, so you didn't have to.
Excuse me. The lights are out, and I keep rushing up the darkened staircase. It's been 5 minutes since I sneaked inside. A normal battle would have ended by now.
It might have such a long D&D battle too.
Oh, the ground shakes. The 50-story skyscraper rocks like a bomb's just gone off. And then the building comes down.
今のライダーのホーグじゃないぞ。
Just one more flight of stairs until I reach the rooftop. I try to shake off this ominous feeling and focus entirely on reaching the top of the stairs. The instant I open the door, a rush of heat sears my cheek. There we go. Scorching hot winds rushes in at me.
何が
What's happening here? The concrete roof is pocketed and scorched. The air is so dry, nothing could survive up here. Saber was sprawled on the ground at the heart of it all, exhausted.
セイバーしっかりしろセイバー
I rush over to Saber and gather her into my arms. She's still breathing. Saber's unconscious, and she's breathing heavily from the wound she sustained.
セイバー
Saber's alone. Ryder's nowhere to be seen. What happened doesn't matter. The outcome is clear enough. If Ryder were still here, she wouldn't just leave Saber alone, weakened as she obviously is. Which means the only survivor? The victor. Saber. Ryder was defeated, but the effort of breaking her must have left Saber unconscious.
我慢して
Or
てくれ
beating
すぐに
her.
連れて帰って父さんに見てもらうからな
I lift Saber up. She's so light. Saber weighs no more than an illusion. She lets out an anguished sigh.
終わったわよ。和室に寝かせてきたけど、あの分じゃしばらく目を覚まさないでしょうね。
Yeah, that tracks.
すまん助かった俺にはセイバーを手当てするなんてできないからな
まあ、鎧を脱がせて楽にさせただけだから、お礼を言われるほどじゃないわ。セイバーの体も良くならないし、私は何もしてないもの。
But still, I'm glad Tosaka was here. That's true. He would not have been able to remove Saber's armor. The moment I arrived home carrying Saber, Tosaka understood what was going on. Tosaka wasted no time in removing her armor and checking her for injuries.
それで、何があったの？シンジを探しに行って帰ってきたと思ったらセイバーがあれでしょ？一腹あったのはわかるけど、説明してくれないかしら。
それが俺にもわからないセイバーとライダーが戦って生き残ったのはセイバーだってことしか
ふーん。 詳しく知りたいところだけど、追求するのは勘弁してあげるわ。今のあなたたちはそれどころじゃないものね。
Yeah.
それどころじゃないってどういうことだ？
言葉通りの意味よ。あなただってうすうすは気づいているんでしょ。このままじゃセイバーが消えるってことぐらい。
Bum, bum, bum. She says it so calmly. Osaka just casually brings up the one thing I've been trying so hard to avoid.
消えるって、セイバーが消えるっていうのか、お前は。
ええ、どんな戦いをしたのか知らないけど、セイバーの魔力ほとんど空っぽなのよ。今彼女が苦しんでいるのはね、魔力不足で消えようとしている自分を必死に留めているからなの。
That makes sense.
魔力がないからセイバーが消える。
ええ、霊体であるサーバントがこの世に留まるための魔力が足りていない。こんな時、普通のマスターだったら自分の魔力を送るんだけど、あなたはそれができないでしょ。簡単に言って、今のセーバーは酸素不足であえいでいる魚みたいなものなのよ。
Surely there's gotta be a loophole or something else. Ren, give me one of your gems. We'll crush it up and have Saber eat it. I don't know. Might help. Maybe, hopefully.
酸素不足ってバカな。だって今までは大丈夫だったじゃないか。セイバーだって眠っていれば持ち直すって。
それはセイバーの魔力量が桁外れだったからよ。
Yeah.
けどそれもここまで。魔力を使い切ったサーバントを元に戻す方法は2つだけ。
Okay, okay. We got options. We like options.
マスターがサーバントに魔力を提供するか、サーバントが自分で魔力を補充するかよ。
Okay, okay. That makes sense. A servant collecting it themselves. That would mean killing innocent people like Ryder. Oh yeah, that's right. That is what that implies.
We're trying not to do that.
Yeah. Saber absolutely would be like, deuces, I'm out. Fades into the bushes before killing an innocent.
まさかセイバーはそんなことはしない。セイバー自身がそんなことはしないと言ったんだ。
でしょうね。けど方法はそれしかない。マスターが魔力を与えられない以上、サーバント自身が魔力を補充するしかないわ。これはあなたが決めることだけど、セイバーを助けたいのなら、セイバーに人を襲わせて魂を食べさせなさい。
Munch and crunch. That's the most realistic method. But that's...
もちろんセイバーは嫌がるでしょう。けど放っておけば、遅かれ早かれセイバーは消えて、あなたは他のマスターから狙われることになる。
Saber's gonna disappear? I can't even consider that. I still remember the warmth of her body whenever I was carrying her.
決断はあなたに任せるわ。セイバーは眠らせておけば落ち着くだろうけど、それでも限界は近いでしょうね。決断をするなら、明日の朝がリミットよ。
Osaka leaves the living room. I feel dizzy. I can't even lift my head. And the only thing I can do is listen to the sound of her footsteps fading down the hall. All right. That is where we'll end.
Oh, you're
Papers
gonna
on
be
the.
in for a surprise next time.
Oh boy. Whoops. Oh boy. Okay, what you do your 10. Fate. Dragon slaying. Okay. Boop. And with that, we say our goodbyes. Back to title. Thanks everyone for joining. Next time we're gonna find out how Saber does or does not survive this. Theoretically, she does. The question is just how. But that's just a theory. A game theory.
Good night, everybody.